Hey you guys, coming at you today with info about lip piercings. Now, lip piercings, it's a wonderful experience. It's not as painful as you think, and it's relatively easy to clean once you figure out how to take care of it because everybody is different when it comes down to their own healing process. Now, first off, let me say this. I did have my tongue pierced and I retired it. And I do plan on making a video on how to take care of your tongue when you are retiring your lip piercing, because there are a few important steps that you should take when you're, getting rid of a piercing. But as you can see, I've did it well. No hole. It's all gone. But I do miss it. And with me missing my tongue piercing, I said, you know what? I want to get my lip pierced. Let's try that out. I really just missed having a piercing. So, there goes my piercing. Now, let's see. I'm passing my 2-week mark. Now, let me explain to you this about my piercing. Now, usually when you go get your lip pierced, they have a lot of rules along with it. But me, I break rules with piercings just because I know my body is excellent with healing. For instance, with my tongue piercing, it was so many things that I did, like eating dairy and spicy food and everything like that. And I was fine. It healed up perfectly. And it didn't delay any of the time process at all. So I just did the same thing with my lip piercing. I ate whatever the hell I wanted to. Smoked, I did everything, but it's all about that aftercare. You could do whatever you want when you're healing your piercing. Well, I can't say that for you guys because everyone's different, and I'm not trying to tell you what you can and cannot do or give you bad advice, but I'm just saying from my experience. But let's get down to what you should have along with your lip piercing. These are musts. Now, they have the little sea salt wash thing for piercings. It is expensive as hell. It's like $15 for a little ass can. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Buy you some sea salt. Morton sea salt. This shit is 98 cents. 98 cents at Walmart. Buy some of this salt. And you just get a cup. I put like a cup of hot water and then I just pour some salt in there and I mix it together. And there you go. You have a sea salt soak. Now, along with the soaks, they're telling you that you should soak your piercings, which I do recommend, but don't do it too frequently. If you do it too much, then your skin is going to get dry around your piercing. It's going to be really irritated, and it's not fun to have an irritated piercing. So to do a soak, you have to soak it inside and out. Now, around this area, you just store some sea salt soak right there, swish it around, store it there, leave it there for like 5 minutes. And then for the front part, to soak this whole front area, just get a little cup and dip your face in it. Stay there for 5 minutes. And there you go. If you soaked it, you've gotten rid of all the little crusts that come around your piercing, because that's what happens. Your piercing is healing. You get crust and little ooze and all that stuff. But it's not that bad. But you do want to make sure you clean it or your face is going to look, ugh. So, along with that, a lot of people, they've disagreed with the Listerine. But I bought some Listerine anyway, just because I know how to work with this. Bought some Listerine and I use it for my little cleaning or whatever. I just throw some in there, swish it around. Definitely after every meal. Definitely rinse my mouth after every meal. That's a must. You don't want any food particles getting inside your piercing or around it or whatever the case is, so you must rinse your mouth all the time. And I also did use my A&D ointment because, like I said, it was getting irritated around here. Because like me, I just kept doing all these sea salt soaks thinking like it was a must, after I found out no, you don't have to keep doing that or your face on the outside, it will irritate the hell out of it. So to help with the dryness, I use A&D ointment around it, but not like just on it, you know what I'm saying? Use it around it to help ease with the dryness, and then when the dryness stopped, I'm pretty much back to just washing my face normally and doing everything else that I normally do. Now, also, when you're cleaning, do not use toilet paper. You need to buy Q-tips or gauze. Like, let me see if I could pull out a piece of gauze. Like this, little gauze sheets. They're like this. These are way better, and you just dispose of them, and they don't leave fibers that could get into your piercing. So invest in buying some gauze or Q-tips. They really help when you're cleaning your piercing. And let me talk about the pain experience. If you really think that this lip piercing is gonna hurt, you're terrified of it, trust me, don't be. I've got my piercing and it just felt like a tiny pinch, and to be honest with you, it hurt, like not even hurt because it really didn't hurt to me, but where you felt a little bit of pain was on the outside of your skin. Like, so from going in on the inside, you didn't really feel anything, but you felt it on the outside, like it's going through your skin, like, so you felt a little bit of pain on the outside, but it wasn't bad, and nothing that you couldn't deal with. Now, the swelling part. As much as you may think that your piercing is not swelling, it is, because I really didn't think mine was swelling. I saw it the first day and I had so much space on my bar. I was like, this is ridiculous. I don't want my piercing sticking out of my face. And then afterwards, like, the piercing was like in my face. I'm like, oh my god, this shit is swelling, but it didn't cause me any pain. And now it's back to sticking out of my face, so it's good. 2 weeks took my swelling to go completely away. Now, I'm currently working and my piercing isn't allowed too much where I work, but I did come around what I can do to help. Now, let's see, I just put a ball on. I'm off today, I could do whatever. But when I am working, I do not wear the ball on my piercing. A lot of people, they're like, you know, you shouldn't change the stem and everything, so I never changed it. I just left the stem in there but took off the ball, and that was it. Wear it like that to work and no one says anything to me and I'm fine. Now, that might differ for other people, but for me, it worked for me. And so this is, let me show you up close, no swelling at all. See how far away it is from my face? Okay. Oh, which brings me into something else that you shouldn't do, which I just did in front of you. Antibacterial soap. As you can see, I'm like down to the last little bit, but use it before you touch your piercing, when you're cleaning, everything. Make sure you wash your hands, because you never know, there's some yucky stuff on your hands. You don't want to get it in your piercing. Yuck. So let's just do a brief review. I think you should have sea salt, Listerine, some ointment just in case you get dry, and your gauze and Q-tips that I showed you before, just to clean your piercing and take care of it. And what really helps as well is ice. I forgot to mention that. Ice does bring down the swelling. You could chew on some ice, suck on some ice. It helps, but let's be honest, the swelling is going to be there for days at a time. So just deal with it. Let it go away by itself. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to look like you got punched in the face. You'll look fine. And trust me, you'll begin to enjoy it afterwards. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Later.